You want to be in the video today? She's just constantly purring. All right, well, another video with Sky on my lap. What's up, you guys? I'm Rachel DeMita, and welcome to the Courtside Club. Caitlin Clark has her first few WNBA games under her belt, and there has been so much chatter about her performance. Is she living up to the hype? Could she be doing more? So today, to kind of put it into perspective for all of us, I wanted to compare some of her stats to one of the greatest WNBA players of all time, and that is Candace Parker. What prompted this video was a quote that I saw from Lauren Jackson, who is a former WNBA player, and she had this to say about Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark will be the next GOAT. She really is going to be one of the greats of the game. There is no doubt about it, and I don't think anyone would question that because of the way she plays, the way she moves, and the way she sees the game. But it's going to take time. Some of the best players in that league, it's taken time for them to really develop their game, their strength, and bodies, and understand the WNBA is a whole new level of physicality. I don't think anyone has ever stepped into the league and dominated except Candace Parker. Before we even jump into the stats and the numbers, I want to talk about Candace Parker a little bit and how she affected me and my playing career. She was... Bye, Sky. Candace Parker was my favorite player growing up. I always dreamt of going to the University of Tennessee. I always knew that I wanted to play Division I basketball, and the University of Tennessee is where I personally wanted to go. At the time, and we're talking early 2000s, it was Tennessee and UConn. It was Pat Summitt and it was Gino. It was those two were the biggest schools in women's basketball. And Candace Parker was, since her high school playing careers, one of the greatest basketball players that I had ever seen in my lifetime. She's 6'4" guard who does it all. She inspired me so much in my playing career and who I wanted to become. But if you guys didn't know, Candace Parker is actually the only women's basketball player in history to not only win Rookie of the Year, but she also won MVP of the league during her rookie season. Candace Parker just recently retired this season, but let's run down her career stats. She's a 3-time WNBA champion. She is a WNBA Finals MVP, 2-time WNBA MVP. This was her rookie season and in 2013. She is a 7-time WNBA All-Star. She is a WNBA All-Star Game MVP, WNBA Rookie of the Year, WNBA All-Rookie Team, WNBA Defensive Player of the Year, WNBA Assist Leader. Up until now, Caitlin Clark has only played a few games in her WNBA career, but there has been so much buzz online saying that she is not living up to the hype. She is not adjusting. She is not doing the things that she needs to do. But let's firstly just talk about her first 3 games in the WNBA. Her points, she had 22 points in the first game, 9 points in the second, and 20 points in the third. She is right now averaging 17 points per game. Now, let's look at Candace Parker's first 3 WNBA games of her career. Candace Parker, her first WNBA game had 34 points, which is quite impressive. She had 12 points in her second game and 16 points in her third game. There are only 4 players in WNBA history to have tallied up 50-plus points and 15-plus assists in their first 3 games in their WNBA careers, and these 4 players are Caitlin Clark, Candace Parker, Sue Bird, and Nikki McCray. So what would Caitlin Clark need to do in order to be on the same lines as Candace Parker and the rookie season that she had? So Candace Parker in 2008, in her rookie season, she averaged 18.5 points per game, 9.5 rebounds per game, and 3.4 assists per game with 3 turnovers. This is something that a lot of people have talked about in Caitlin Clark's game, is that she seems to be turning the ball over a lot, but I would very much disagree with this criticism. Caitlin Clark is the point guard of the Indiana Fever. If you guys know basketball, you know that point guards have more turnovers than pretty much any other position on the court because they are handling the ball the most. They are running the plays, getting the offense going. And again, people are trying to compare her stats in the WNBA as if she should have been playing the exact same way she was playing in college and translating that now to the WNBA game. The college game is, like Diana Taurasi said, a lot different from the WNBA game. What I think Caitlin has going in her favor is her style of play. She has a very Steph Curry-like style of basketball that is so timeless. It's a lot easier on the body in a sense because she is not in the post and banging with bigger girls. She finds ways to create space and create her shot. It's a very fluid and finesse game, and as long as she can stay healthy, that's a game that she can play for the next 15, 20 years of her life. And I wanted to compare some of her stats to Candace's because until Caitlin Clark has come to the league, Candace Parker has been known as that player who came into the WNBA and dominated immediately. Caitlin Clark, in my eyes, looks like the best player on the court for her Indiana Fever team. I think fans just got so used to seeing her putting up 30 to 40 points a game, and so her scoring 20 is to them a failure. Like, she should be doing more. And I think a lot of these new fans also don't realize that the number one pick in the draft in both the WNBA and the NBA normally goes to one of the worst teams, if not the worst team in the league. She went to a not good team. You can compare it to the NBA if you'd like. Wemby went to the San Antonio Spurs. The San Antonio Spurs had I don't even have the right word for it, a god-awful season. We didn't hold Wemby accountable for those losses, did we? No, Wemby had a fantastic season and was unanimous Rookie of the Year. I know that this is a super early prediction, but do you think that Caitlin Clark could win Rookie of the Year? What do you think Caitlin Clark would need to do to be on the ranks with Candace Parker and not only win Rookie of the Year, but win MVP of the league? Do you think she's capable of that? Do you think she has that in her? What does she need to do to impress these new WNBA fans who have followed her from college? She's battling so much hate now, and there's still so many eyeballs on her and so much pressure. I personally think that she's doing great and taking the game day by day, going out there with confidence every night, playing her game, playing her style. And to me personally, I feel like she is improving in every single game that she plays. And lastly, are there other WNBA rookies that you think could challenge Caitlin Clark for this Rookie of the Year title? Is it Cameron Brink? Is it Angel Reese? Is it Rickea Jackson? Thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it, and make sure that you press that little subscribe button because we upload new videos every single week. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Ooh-na.